Yeah, so let's talk about this Drake X situation, because a bunch of people are posting it, a lot of media outlets too, and I'm like, we been knew this that Drake is getting called to be a witness for X's passing. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't want to get demonetized, but you know what I'm talking about. X got deleted by 2 or 3 people who were robbing him from like a motorcycle, what is it called, dealership. He was just trying to buy a new bike for $50K, I think, was in a Louis V bag. And there was new footage that released of him being at the bank picking up the $50,000 cash, because who actually carries cash anymore? If you got cash, you're broke. Real men get bank accounts, and it's safer that way, because look what happened. This is why everybody uses credit cards nowadays, or debit cards, because the cash is just not safe. Someone steals that from you, it's gone. If someone steals your credit cards, you can call up your bank and be like, yo, that wasn't me. Even if it's a debit card, but that's a little bit less safe. But anyway, you're right. Drake, we didn't know that he actually had to show up to court. So let's read the article. Basically, I just want to let y'all know that Drake is fine. It's actually ridiculous that they're actually calling him into court. Let's actually see if he is, because I know they're calling him, but who knows if this is what the articles say. Drake ordered to sit for a deposition in XXXTentacion murder trial by Rolling Stone. Okay, so if anyone doesn't know, he's getting called because there was that whole beef with Drake and X, where Drake reportedly stole the flow from Look at Me on what is the one song? It's on More Life. Let's figure it out real quick. We just talked about it in a previous video. It was called is it No Long Talk? Or no, KMT with Gigs. It was with a British rapper. Fire song, both of them. But yeah, there was a resemblance of the X flow without the A. And Drake even might have put yeah and A in the ad-libs, but it definitely wasn't as much as X's old flow. But anyway, and then, so X said, if anybody, since they were beefing, X went on his Instagram story saying, let's just actually get to it. Tentacion, Drake, Instagram story. Saying if I die, it was Drake's fault. Drake did it. If anyone tries to kill me, it was Champagne Poppy. I'm snitching right now. But this was a joke. So now the defense for this murder trial is trying to have a cop out, at least just delay it a little bit more, try and play a blame game, even though I believe there's literally security surveillance footage of the people killing X, whereas Drake had nothing to do with it. Maybe they're gonna claim that he hired a hit on X, but I really don't know what the motivation would be for anyone to steal $50,000 from X. As in, I don't know if Drake would have the motivation, considering he probably makes that in like 10 minutes, bruh. It's ridiculous. Nah, that ain't no joke. X was spiritual, bro. I'm not saying X wasn't spiritual, but there are limits to it. X, this was also before X got super, what is the word, like introspective. It was still on his trolling vibe. He would post Instagram stories joking around like young dagger dick and whatnot, asking Kylie for her social security number in her comments after she posted something with like horses or something. You know what I'm talking about. X isn't just like, not everything anybody says is serious, bruh. Drake didn't kill X, at least in my opinion. I don't know anything, but again, Drake doesn't care about no $50,000. That's literally, he probably wipes his ass with that. Anyway, Drake then created a song on Scorpion. I think it has a music video. Let's find it. The XXX lyric. Genius. I'm upset. That's what it is. XXX. SMS XXX. That's the only time I ever shoot below the neck. Basically, he's talking about when he bangs chicks, he don't, or that's the only time I ever shoot below the XXX is in reference to like porn stars, y'all. SMS, meaning he's sending text messages. end up getting loose and getting pictures from my ex, meaning he sends them dick pics and like other explicit content, SMS, triple X, meaning like explicit. He shoots below the neck so he doesn't show his face, so he doesn't get exposed on the internet like all the other rappers and celebrities, bro. It was not about X. I understood the conspiracy where it got confused, but nah, bro. Y'all gotta chill with these conspiracies. Anyway, Drake is facing a court order to either sit for a deposition or appear in court connection with ongoing. See, that's what I'm saying. He has to appear in court and be like, yo, it wasn't me. They're gonna ask him what were the lyrics. He gonna be like, yo, it meant like I don't send dick pics to my exes or my current girls because I don't want to be exposed. And then the judge is gonna be like, smart man, and then he's just gonna dip. Prosecutors have never claimed that Drake was involved in X's death. See, there we go. The prosecutor, those are the people who are on the government side, or the people who are trying to charge the criminals. The defendants are the ones that are the criminals trying to get out of the case. Do I think X is more influential than Drake? Within this new generation, yeah, but Drake overall, like, artists wouldn't be singing as much as they are now if it weren't for Drake. But we'll get to that later. Instead, they've argued that X was killed in June during a robbery outside a motorcycle store, blah, blah, blah. The theory that Graham is somehow connected to Onfroy. They're calling him Graham now, not even Aubrey. Graham comes from the defense attorney for one of the three suspects. And that was one of the dudes, I believe, who is snitching on the other two. So not only is he snitching on his boys for that measly $50,000, but he's also snitching on somebody who's not even involved. I feel like that's even worse. Like, if you're snitching on the people you're involved with, like, okay, you know, that's pretty bad. That's where the rule ends. But it's like, nah, if you're just pointing fingers at anybody, that's crazy. Padilla has inserted Graham, pause, and his alleged feud with Onfroy into his case as a possible alternative theory to the killing. He tried to subpoena Graham for a deposition at the end of the January, claiming that Graham was properly served but did not show up for the deposition. Yeah, no. Again, there's surveillance footage. There is no evidence to support the claim, but yet Drake just has to go in and tell him his story. That's it. If deponent Aubrey Drake Graham does not appear to deposition, he must appear before this court date on Monday, February 27, 2023 at 10 a.m. Eastern. As so sick, whatever that means, the court can determine why he should not be held in contempt. Jeez. So they're going to actually start trying him, as in like trial, with Drake if he doesn't show up, potentially. Now, here's something to keep in mind. Drake is I don't know if he's a US citizen. He probably is. All rich people like have to, you know, they get US citizenship so they can chill out here too. But he lives in Toronto, so he's in Canada. He might not even be liable for this. The Canadian government might just be like, nah, fuck you, bruh. This is our citizen. This is Drake. You don't think the Toronto mayor is going to be like, yo, we'll handle this, bruh? But no, I don't even think X fans believe this. Or if they do, they're crazy. But yeah, the dude who is snitching on everybody. Honestly, if you're going to jail no matter what, because there is blatant footage, you got caught red-handed. If you're trying to take down Drake, who is arguably one of the most popular rappers, people probably in the jail cell, your cellmate, Tyrone, he might mess with Drake heavy. He might love the take care vibes, especially when he's smacking your cheeks, bruh. And if you're dissing him, man, it's not gonna be no like scrumptious, slow pounding. It's gonna be like he's gonna go to town. It's gonna be a WWE showdown in them cheeks, bruh. I'm telling you, if you're gonna snitch, at least like have a majority favor to get out. Like you got like 51% chance to get out, but nah, they caught you on camera, bruh. God damn. And yeah, I'm probably geeked. I just smoked a cigar And this is my second cup of coffee after the cigar, so we're getting back into it. I might as well start pre-gaming at this point. I might take some shots.